Hey guys, it's your buddy Rome. Today we're going to take a look at its new product from iFLYTEK. This is one of their smart recorders. Now, this one has a lot of very unique features, some that I've been coveting for quite some time. I didn't even think this was going to be possible, but somehow they made it happen. We're going to unbox this guy. I'm going to show you guys all of those amazing features and give you a full walkthrough of this device. You guys ready? You ready? Let's go. All right, guys, let's get right to it. We're going to unbox the Smart Recorder Pro from iFLYTEK. Now, this one does have some very unique features. The microphones are outstanding. So let me show you guys first what you're going to find in your box. All right, let's open this guy up. First thing we're greeted with is the recorder itself. Wow. This thing feels amazing, guys. This feels like you're opening a brand new phone. All metal frame, outstanding. Really nice screen here, and you can see the two main microphones right here, as well as there's an additional 4 microphones built into this guy as well. We have a camera with the flash. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's see what else comes in the box. Okay, so we're going to get our quick starter guide. This is going to walk us through the setup of this recorder. Nice documentation. You have your SIM card ejection key that comes with it as well. We also receive a USB-C to USB-A cable. I think that's it. I think that's everything that's in the box. All right, guys, let's take a closer look at the device itself. So we have 3 buttons on the left side facing you. So you have a record button, and you have what looks to be your volume rocker right here as well. As we come around to the back, you guys can see underneath here we have our USB-C, we have our built-in speakers. As we rotate around, we have our SIM tray right here, as well as I'm going to assume this is a function button. So let's start off with removing the screen protector. Nice. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And let's do the rear screen protector. Look at that, guys. This thing is beautiful. All right, so let's turn this guy on. So here's our power button. We're just going to press and hold the power button and wait for it to turn on. We're greeted with iFLYTEK. Now we do have that branding here at the bottom as well. I can't get over how nice this feels in the hand. All right, guys, so now we're going to start to set this up. As you see, it's greeting us with a few different languages. We're just going to go ahead and click Next. And I'm going to choose English as my language. And you have something that you need to read here, so we're just going to go ahead and quickly read through that. And another privacy notice. We're going to scroll to the bottom of that. At some point, you may want to come back and read through this, but it is there. And you're basically acknowledging that you understand and accept. And I want you guys to know the screen is very snappy, very responsive. Now this is an Android device, so it is utilizing, Android operating system to run this guy. All right, so I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi. I'm going to do that off screen. Just give me a second. All right, so I'm connected to Wi-Fi. I can just click on Next, and you can create a lock code if you want to at this point. So I'm just going to use something generic just so we can open this up. Okay, so at this point you need to register the device. So you're going to have to sign up for this, or you can just go ahead and recover your password if somehow you've had one of these before, somehow you lost your password. So I'm going to go ahead and register, and then we'll come back. Okay, guys, I have registered and we're ready to go. So you have a few things here. This is basically hardware benefits for free. You have your multi-language transcription. You have your speed up transcription, which is another feature, real-time transcription, as well as 3 years and 5 gigabytes of cloud storage with this guy as well. We're just going to go ahead and click OK, and I'll claim this later. Now there is an update for this device. So we're going to go ahead and install the update, and we'll allow that to complete, and then we'll come back and take a look at the features. Okay guys, now I've completed the update for the iFLYTEK SR502. Let's take a look at what the new features are. So we can swipe up from the bottom. We can enter whatever passcode you've given it. And then the first thing we're greeted with is going to be these 4 tiles. So the tiles are your meeting, speech, lecture, interview. The next button down is going to be for your files, any files that you have saved, as well as your basic information about your account. You have your storage, your benefits, transcription settings, instructions and feedback, file export and instructions, as well as system update. Now we just did a system update, so there should not be an additional update. So we can go back to the home screen. From the home screen, you do have access to the camera, so you can just click here, gain access to the camera, and you'll be able to focus on things and take photos or videos. So you have the option of shooting photos or videos with this device to add to your lectures, your meetings, or whatever the case it may be. And obviously it does have a flash built into it as well. So let's take a look at the microphones themselves. Now in my case, normally I would be using this for meetings. So let's start with meetings. To use the recorder features, microphone access is required. Allow access, just click yes. But as you see, automatically it's recording everything that I'm saying and it's transcripting it at the same time. And it even shows the direction that the microphone is picking up from, which is the lower microphone. This is pretty much where I'm sitting in relation to the recorder. So if I turn the recorder around and I continue to talk, as you notice, now it is facing toward me. And you see that indicator right here. Now you have some additional buttons here. I'm going to stop this. We're just going to click OK. Now we can give this a file name or just use the pre-generated file name. We're just going to click Save. And here is our file. We can go back in and listen to it. Turn the volume up. You got it. And now you can pan in and out to adjust the screen, but as you see, automatically it's recording everything that I'm saying and it's transcripting it at the same time. And it even shows the direction that the microphone is picking up from, which is the lower microphone. This is pretty much where I'm sitting in relation to the recorder. So if I turn the recorder around, and as you see, you can also play back the recording in a accelerated speed if you choose to. Now your audio is here, so we could click here. And this is going to pull up whatever audio that you've recorded. Let's go back. And then your albums would show any photos that you've taken. So let's say we took a photo of maybe this mouse here because that's relevant to something that we're doing. We could just open the camera, take a photo of the mouse, maybe another one at a different angle. Then also take maybe a little bit of video. So let's go ahead and hit record on the video. And we can move around a little bit, get a little bit of video as well. Let's go ahead and stop that. 6 seconds of video. Now we'll be able to go back, go to our files, and we should see all of those files right here, as you see. So here is one of the images that I took of the mouse. Here is the video. And we can move around a little bit, get a little bit of video as well. Now, like I said, you have these 4 different tiles, so each one is going to do something different as far as how the microphone picks up. So we were just looking at the meeting, and we can see the direction that the microphone is going to pick up from, and we can take photos during that lecture, or whatever the case, the meeting in that case, and we can save that into the file. So now that image is going to show up within the file that we're recording. All right, so let's go back. I would say one of the best features of this device, guys, is this noise cancellation, because in many cases you will be in environments where it can be a little bit noisy, maybe at a restaurant or in a meeting or something like that, and you want to eliminate as much of that background noise as possible. It has noise cancellation built into this guy as well. So from the lock screen, you can also activate your camera. Check this out. We can click here And you can also start a recording directly from the lock screen by just swiping up as well, and it'll automatically start to record, pick up your voice, and do all the things that we talked about before, which is amazing that all of these features are built into this device and at your fingertips. Okay, so let's take a look at our settings on this device. So we're just going to swipe to unlock, and we're going to come over to settings. And as you guys can see, we're connected to Wi-Fi. Here's our mobile. So if you wanted to add a SIM card to this, you could add a SIM card. You can also turn on your roaming, things like that. Okay, let's go back. We have Bluetooth. So if you wanted to connect perhaps some Bluetooth headphones to this or another Bluetooth device, you can turn that on. You have your notification center. This is going to have all of your settings set up here for ringtones to allow lock screen notifications, as well as to allow your standard notifications right here. Go down a little bit further. We have battery and storage. So this will let us know exactly what our battery percentage is. So you can turn that on. And now it will show you an actual battery percentage. So if we turn that off and then back on, you guys can see that. And then you have your battery saver mode if you decide to enable that. General settings, this is going to be, slide to record, recording indicators, auto lock screen. So if you want to set that to a higher time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever the case it may be, you can do that from this panel right here. Auto off, you can set this to turn off in 1 hour, all the way up to 24 hours. So that's very flexible. System language is what we started off with. You can choose a different language if you choose to. Then you have your privacy settings and security. You have your lock screen password. I can turn that off because I probably don't need that for what we're going to be doing for the rest of this video. You have your microphone is on and your camera is on, so you have those enabled. And then of course we can take a look at about this device, and you can also do a factory reset from here. You'll find your serial number, you'll find your SIM card information if you have one installed, your MAC address, your system version, which is your software version. All of that is available on this screen. Just like any other Android device, you can always swipe down from the top, as you see here, and you have access to quickly access your settings if you wanted to utilize those. If you needed to quickly access them, you can also swipe down. You have your mobile data, you have your battery saver, Bluetooth, and also your Wi-Fi. You can also adjust the brightness of the screen right here as well. So all of those, just like any other Android device, you're going to have access to. So if you're taking a look at your files and you want to actually do the transcription, you can go into your audio file and then click on upload. And then what will happen is it will upload the file and then download the file and then provide you with your actual transcription. So you see that it goes through the different steps. So it takes a few minutes, and this is pretty quick as you guys are seeing this in real time. And then in no time we'll have our transcription, there we go, ready to be read. And you can play this back. It'll automatically start to record, pick up your voice, and do all the things that we talked about before, which is amazing that all of these features are built into this device and at your fingertips. Now each one of these modes is a little bit different. We looked at the meeting in the beginning. Let's go into speech. Now speech is designed where it's going to be picking up from these front microphones here. So if I turn this around toward myself, and as I'm speaking, as you guys can see, the animation is showing that the microphone is facing toward the source, being myself as I'm talking. And then we can always pause that, or we can then add a photo to that if we want to. We can also choose another language, whatever the case may be for the languages that are available. We're going to leave this on English, but you guys get the idea. And then when you're done with all of this, done with your speech or whatever your lecture is, then you're able to just hit the save button like before, and it's going to save it. And if you want to get the translation on, the transcription on that one, again, you're going to do the same thing. Just click on upload and it'll go through the same process again. Now, a mode that a lot of people are probably going to like using, especially the students out there, is going to be your lecture mode. The lecture mode is going to be very similar. It's going to be picking up from the front. You can add tags where something important happens during the lecture and you want to be able to easily access that. You can just click on tag and it'll add a tag to it. Again, you can add a photo to this at any time, and of course you have your options to save. Now, if you start something and you really don't want it, you don't have to save this. You can just back out, hit exit, and it will delete it, okay? Now, we also have interview. Now, this is if you're interviewing someone, and from a news gathering perspective, both people are going to be speaking. So someone is going to be in front of the device, someone is going to be behind the device, and you're speaking back and forth, and you'll be able to talk, record that conversation and also have all of that information displayed right here. And here are some of the tips. So the tips will show you how the microphone is picking up, where the pickup is coming from the microphone. So basically on your interview, it's picking up from all the way around the microphone. So you're getting like a 360 type of pickup on the microphone. So let's go take a look at one of our other settings, so that you guys have a full rundown on this. So we looked at meetings, speech, lecture. I think we looked at speech. Let's go back here. Let's click here. So now you can see that the front microphones, these two microphones here, are going to be your primary microphones for picking up audio, and it's going to reject sound from all of these other directions. So you're just picking up whoever the lecturer is or whoever's giving the speech. We're just going to set this up as if there was a meeting. I was sitting at a table with maybe 3 or 4 people, everyone speaking. And at any time during the meeting, I can always hit a tag on here if I needed to. You also have other information here, which is, quickly, if you don't remember how this is set up, you can just jump in there to make sure that you have this set up in the proper position for your meeting. But once you start using this, guys, it's going to be as easy as using the phone that you use every single day. All right, so let's play this back. Let's go ahead and save it. And let's go to that file. I'm going to play this back for you guys. I'm not going to do the transcription. I'm just going to play it back. We're just going to set this up as if there was a meeting. I was sitting at a table with maybe 3 or 4 people, everyone speaking. And at any time during the meeting, I can always hit a tag on here if I needed to. You also have other information here, which is, quickly, if you don't remember how. So you guys get the idea. This is a brilliant, brilliant device, well implemented, all metal construction, beautiful camera built into it. So again, guys, if you're looking for a standalone recorder that has a lot of features and has the ability to provide you with transcripts of all of your different conversations, your meetings, or whatever the case may be, this is the device that you're looking for. And yes, you can easily connect this to your Mac or PC and download these files. Those instructions are available to you on device. All right, so the only thing left to do is to show you guys how to connect this to a computer, what the file structure is going to look like, so that you'll have an idea of how easy it is to work with this device. All right, guys, the only thing you're going to have to do is connect your USB-C cable directly to the device, like so. It's going to ask for permission. Just give it permission. And then at that point, you'll be able to connect directly to your computer. As you can see, here's our file structure. And we can go in and we can find our images. So if you have images saved, you'll find them here. And we can go back out. Here's where you'll find your video as well as your audio files. So your audio files will be available to you here as a WAV or AAC, depending on which you need. So really easy to access any of the files right from the device. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on this device is that this is an outstanding piece of tech. I think this is going to be great for students, business people, teachers, lecturers, creatives, those of us that like to just record our thoughts, before we're getting ready to do a project. This is going to come in handy for that as well. And it gives you kind of a storyboard feature where you can record video clips as well as images to put together your screenplays or whatever the case you're going to be working on. I think this is an outstanding device. All right, guys, it's been Rome with Rome Knows Tech, and I just wanted to do an unboxing and kind of walk you through this device. The iFLYTEK Smart Recorder Pro is amazing. All right, I will see you all in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace. I'm out.